Welcome to Inner Map live stream, and this week's question is about our thinking mind. Well, you didn't ask me that. You said, here's the question: why can't I let the past stay in the past? And the simple answer is because you've never ever disciplined this child that lives upstairs. It's your thinking mind. It's a very loud child. It's a very demanding child. It's a child that if you let it, it will speak and speak and speak nonstop. We've never learned to do anything about that. We accept that our thoughts, our thinking mind, is really running the show. And we've sort of sat back and said, okay, that's fine, then do as you wish. And hence the suffering. Okay, let me unfold that so that it's a little bit more clear, because that was a very generic answer. Our thinking mind, and you're going to hear this many, many times because it's necessary to be repeated so many times. Our thinking mind is for our survival. It will always look in the environment and tell us what's going to go wrong or what is going wrong. Fantastic for survival. Not very good for a sense of happy life or thriving life. Why? Because you always stay either in the past or in the future. What it does is, here's what thinking mind does. It goes and grabs the worst part of the past, yours or others, and gives you a scenario of the future based on that very, very frightening past. And then it says, this is what's going to happen. So you're either worried about what has taken place or what is going to take place. So you miss the place in between. So if that's the past and that's the future, there exists here in between these two places called presence. But that's the one we miss. That's where all the answers are. That's where all the experiences are. That's an illusion, and that's an illusion. Hasn't arrived, and it's come and gone. So even when you experience the past, and that moment is the now, it's the presence, it's the here. And even if the future comes as you are planning it to come, or as you're imagining it to come, you will experience it in the now. So really, there is no other time except the present moment. And the illusion of it gives us this sense of suffering. Why? Because we're focusing on all the things that may be wrong. And the reason you do that is because you've very rarely, some of you may have, I'm grossly generalizing, we have very rarely experienced the present moment where we can actually sit with what is going on, even though what's going on is not very comfortable, and see that there is this space between us and what is going on. We get attached to the past as if we are that. We are not our past. We are not our future. We are the witness of the now of our lives. That's who we are. I am not what has happened. I've experienced it. I can learn from it. And again, as you've heard me say, that you want to go to the past. It's not like that we want to forget about the past and say past is gone and let's not ever mention it. No, we go there, what I call with a visitor's visa, and we go there with a purpose, with an itinerary. And the itinerary is to learn. What does that tell me? This happened and I didn't feel good. That happened and I felt good. This happened and that came about. So I'm learning about what's going on. So instead of lamenting about the past, I'm learning from the past. Completely two different experiences. And the same thing with the future. But really, the answer to both of them, why am I anxious and over planning, and why am I in the past, is the same. It's because you're allowing your thinking mind, which needs to be at your service, really be running the show, be the leader, if you like. It is not the CEO of your company, and it shouldn't be the CEO of company. You need to be the CEO of a company called Me Inc. And who is you? Who is me? If I'm not the past, I'm not the future, I'm not the worried one, I'm not the lamenting one, then who am I? I am the aware self. I can see what's going on. And from that knowing place, I make decisions. I learn from my past. I feel my now. I plan my future in a very light way, but then I let it go, come back. We are the visitors of the past. We are the visitors of the future, and we are the citizens of the now. So the answer to that is, if you are in the now present moment, you will not be preoccupied and hence suffering about your past. Practice presence. How? Well, that's what whole mindfulness is all about. Use your body, feel your senses, use your breath, go up and down with your breath. Whatever brings you to this moment, use those. But just know the problem is that you are not living in this present moment. And that's why you are obsessed with the past. A short answer to a very, very deep question, but it'll do for the time being. Until the next time, stay well and be curious.